ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Jay Maddox. This is Jay Maddox Entertainment. And if you thought the presidential debate the other night was crazy, you haven't seen anything yet. Why are we here? Well, we are going to dive into the question on everyone's mind since the beginning of time. Which movie was better, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2? And since I'm leaning towards Frozen 1, because I may be a little biased since I have seen it 937,000 times, I'm just a crazy old guy with a microphone. I brought in the experts. First off, to my left, with 11 years experience of watching movies and cartoons, and she actually won a beauty pageant a few years ago by singing Do You Want to Build a Snowman? We have Lila. And to my right, making her debut on Jay Maddox Entertainment with 7 years of experience doing cartoons and movies, and she just flew in from Bikini Bottom where she is an expert on SpongeBob SquarePants, and boy are her arms tired. We have Piper! Wait. Say hi, I'm Piper. Talking to that microphone.
Hi, I'm Piper.
So, like I said at the top of the show, I am a Frozen 1 person, but they have been teaming up on me, both saying they are bigger fans of Frozen 2.
Yes.
Why? Okay, let's start with you and your 11 years experience. Why is Frozen 2 better?
First of all, it has to be good. All those other years without any other Frozen movies coming out. So Frozen 2 is much better. It was definitely...
That's not
yes,
a reason.
It was. Yes, it was. Because
No.
it is so much better. Also, the songs and everything.
No,
the songs are the best. They're funny and they're better than Frozen.
Why do you think Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1?
because in that part when Olaf just told those stories when they were in that enchanted forest, he just kept, it was really funny and then his parents dead.
So the Olaf part is funnier in Frozen 2, you're saying?
Yeah.
So when Olaf is telling the story, trying to catch up the audience up to speed on everything that happened in the story he tells, you think that part's funnier than when in part 1 he's singing about summer and he's starting to melt? That part's funnier than the first part of part 1?
Totally, yes.
Yeah, because it was actually kind of weird that he actually thought he would still be alive in summer. He wouldn't be dead.
But that's part 1. That's the funnier part. In part 2, he just tells a story of what happened since part 1.
Are you,
It's not as funny.
are you Squidward?
This is the orgiest little 7-year-old you ever meet. Okay, let's go back to the songs. Okay, so part 1 we had Let It Go, which the person that sang that song, she won like 18 billion awards for. But what was the big song for part 2?
All of them.
All of them.
The
None of them are
funny
memorable. None of them are memorable.
Well, the first one, all was found.
Well, what was the one for part 2? The big
Show
one.
yourself.
Show Yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait,
You don't hear that one on the radio. I don't listen to radio, but
I also like the Frozen 1 because of Let It Go, so I like both of them.
so now you're saying both of them.
I know, I always wanted to.
Okay, so the songs are good in both. We agree. And you actually won a beauty contest, a beauty pageant. Well, it was a talent and beauty pageant. Let's not sound too conceited here. But you were the cutest. You were like, what, 7 or 8?
I think
How old
so.
were you?
About her age.
Okay.
7.
And what was the song you performed?
Then,
What was the song you performed?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman? I think I have video of when you were younger and that movie came out. You would go up to the bathroom door, whoever was in the bathroom, the door would be shut, you'd knock on it, and you would do the whole skit. The whole skit. You had it verbatim, every word. Elsa, you would go right into the song and start, do you want to build a snowman? And you would even fall on the floor and do everything that Anna did in part 1. Am I correct?
Maybe.
Is there anything in part 2 that you know verbatim?
Excuse me. No, raise my hand over here.
Yes, dear.
Lila, when you were saying that, who was your Elsa?
I was both. I was like,
Wait.
I
So you went
got
in
a
the
tight
bathroom.
spread.
So you went in the bathroom.
No, but the bathroom door was shut. Like I could have been in there, or Mommy could have been in there, and she would just go on the other side.
To just see someone naked.
No. She was just knocking on the door. She wouldn't open the door. But just like in part 1, when Anna knocks on the door to Elsa's room. I know way too much, guys. I'm 42 years old. I know way too much about
I
Frozen.
already knew that. I was just saying that.
Okay. So, why are you saying part 2? Are you back to part 1 now? Are you saying both are equal?
Yeah.
Okay, so both are even in your
Yeah.
book. Which one had better songs? Part 1, part 2?
Part 1.
Okay. Which one had a better storyline? So part 1 we had. You think so?
Yeah,
I don't even remember the
listen.
storyline of part 2.
No, the sisters, like, everyone was, like, together, but then in Frozen 1, Elsa and Anna were separated and were never actually building a connection together. But
Okay.
now they're all teamed up
Okay.
and trying to
Yeah,
figure
it's like they
out
never
the
even met.
It's more enchanting.
Right, but part 1 is the story that starts it all, the foundation. Part 2, what's the storyline of part 2? They're trying to find this voice.
Yes.
Okay, but part 1 is.
No, but part 2 tells how Elsa got her powers and Elsa's
See-
story.
I've only seen part 2 one time. Maybe it's just not memorable for me.
Are you
Well,
gonna
you
make
gotta
me start
watch
yelling? Last night I started yelling at Daddy like, Frozen 2 is better over Frozen 1. I have no idea.
Okay, so you're saying the storyline of Frozen 2 is better, even though I prefer Frozen 1 and you both are saying Frozen 2, the storyline's better.
I'm saying both of them.
Oh, so you're just on the fence. You're not going one way or the other. You like both equally.
I know
Okay.
the yes and now the no.
So I guess we're not going to have a tiebreaker because I'm on 1, you're on 2, and she's saying both. Okay, so
So
let's
we'll
just say, let's go to the characters now. Who's your favorite character in Frozen?
Oh no.
Anna's your favorite character.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Olaf,
Olaf.
all the way.
But
What about Spin? Spin can't get any love? The moose? Is that the moose?
It's a reindeer.
The reindeer.
Spin's my second.
Spin's your second. So I thought Olaf was your favorite. Is he the funniest? I think Spin's the funniest.
Olaf's funny.
You think Olaf's funny?
Yeah.
Is Olaf
Wait.
funnier in 1 or funnier in 2?
Funnier too.
Ben can't even talk.
Spin can make noises.
I know, like yeah.
Well, I mean, with Spin, you get Kristoff, right?
Yeah.
So those two go together. And Kristoff talks for Spin.
Yeah, he's like, on here, Spin.
Yeah, he closes his mouth and he makes Spin do the talking, right?
Remember that?
So
part?
really-
But I have a thing to see who's the winner. In Frozen 2, a really funny part was when Kristoff pretended that Spin was on it and everyone was just like.
Okay, that was funny. But
But Spin's not doing any of the work. He's just standing there making some noises while Kristoff is really the funny one.
Spin, his actions are
No,
funny.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
And plus, when Kristoff sings that song from Spin, when they get thrown out of that place where they were trying to buy some carrots and rope and all that
yeah.
stuff, that's a good, funny song.
When
Yeah. Yes, dear.
I know who's gonna be the winner here.
Oh, okay. Please tell us because we don't know.
Listen,
Listen.
I'll tell you something from one of the movies, and that gives you the key to who's the winner. When he was lost in the, remember when Kristoff was lost in the forest, and it was like, I'm lost in the.
Sing it.
Oh, the winner! Yeah!
No. I have to stick with 1. I'm sticking with 1.
Tip.
Oh, so now you're back. Now you're back on 2.
Yeah, but I like both of them.
I think you guys are teaming up on me. I don't know what to say.
I like two better than one, but I still
Okay,
like one.
so in recap, both of you think the storyline in the songs, in the character development is better in part 2. I think the songs, the storyline, and the characters are funnier and develop more in part 1.
You have to watch Frozen 2 again.
Is that what it's going to come down to? I have to watch part 2
Yeah.
again just to
We're
be
gonna
sure.
make a whole other video.
Oh boy.
You
Okay.
confessing how you like Frozen to be better.
I don't. Frozen 2 is not memorable to me.
No, if you're just be like a 10-second video.
But maybe I'm just I don't know, biased because you have made me watch part 1 almost a million times.
I know, because that was before Frozen 2 came out.
Frozen
I
2,
know.
You're never gonna watch Frozen 1 again the same.
I just think
Frozen 2
I just think that because there's what 4 or 5 years in between, Frozen 2 could have been better. There, I said it.
I agree Frozen 2 can be better. Since of all those years you have to wait. But you have just pretend that
You want to knock 5 years out of the history?
Guys, it actually makes sense that I like Frozen 2 better because I am in 2nd grade.
Okay. Okay. So final thoughts. Your final thoughts. Frozen 1, Frozen 2. Your favorite. Okay. Final thought. Frozen 1, Frozen 2.
2.
Okay. My final thought is still Frozen 1, but I think we got nothing accomplished here.
You gotta do one.
I gotta do this.
Yeah.
1, 1, 1. We got nothing accomplished. We are no farther along than when we first started this thing. But you guys teamed up on me, and since you're my babies, you win.
Yeah!
All right. If we have anybody watching still, that's going to do it. The kids beat me. Apparently Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1.
Wait until you see the next video when we beat him and Parker.
You're all about beating me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Whoa. I'm exhausted. I'm wore out from this. Until we meet again, guys, thanks for joining us. This is Jay
Wait,
Maddox
wait.
Entertainment.
Wait,
I'm Jay Maddox.
wait.
Whoa. Okay. She interrupted my outro. What?
That's not
You
good.
have to tell them what other movie we're going to talk about and what we're going to wait.
Maybe we're not going to do that right now. We'll let them know when it's time.
Yeah, but we still have to tell them.
We don't have one set up.
We don't have. We have to think of them on the spot.
No. Okay, we're done. Until next time.
Bye.
This is Lila. This is Piper. Say bye.
Peace.
And I'm Jay Maddox. This has been Jay Maddox Entertainment. Bye.